first start under your belt. How did it feel to get out there and not like the game before where you're coming in the second quarter?
I mean, it felt awesome. I mean, I felt prepared. I mean, Coach Weiss has taught me well. Coach Henson, they made sure that I knew all my assignments. I mean, kind of my job. I mean, if Chop goes down, that's my job to step up. It's kind of like that next man mentality. So I was ready.
Is this why did you leave UNLV to come here and follow the staff here?
Because I love them. I mean, Coach Weiss and Coach Odom and Shebus was my special teams coach there. I mean, they're like second dads to me. I mean, my loyalty to them, their respect for me, my respect for them, it's very mutual, and I knew that I had a future with that staff. So I knew I wanted to come here to prove myself in the bigger conference, bigger show, and I had the confidence with them on my side that I was able to do that.
Purvis is kind of a famous name in Purdue history. Have you had a Purvis burger yet?
I have. I wouldn't say I'm the biggest fan, but like I'll eat it just because it's Purvis burger, so it's kind of cool to have a burger that has my last name, but also Dwayne's. I know Dwayne's legacy here is pretty big, so I just kind of want to use my name to be able to build my own legacy on that and see if we can have 2 Purvis All-Americans on that banner.
That's not the way to get an NIL deal, by the way.
I love the Purvis burger. I love it. That's my favorite.
What would be on a Hank Purvis burger?
Ooh. It's got to be a double with 2 patties, 2 cheese, bacon, onions, mayo, lettuce. That's it. No tomato. Never tomato.
What's been the difference in the run game the last 2 weeks?
I would say Coach Weiss, Coach Henson, and Coach Odom really made an emphasis that teams were scared of our RPO game, so they were going to back up, and we wanted to show that we can run the ball, and I think we can, and we showed that we can. So, I mean, just kind of working on steps, working on a twist. You know what I mean? It's just we wanted to show that we can run the ball.
What would getting a win mean right now for you guys?
I mean, it means everything. I mean, that's kind of like we gotta. That's what we need to do. I mean, I know the fans want it, we want it, but we're all hungry for that win. We gotta finish.
If you go back to that run game, you were talking about what the defense is sort of giving you and what you guys can take advantage of there. When you guys get down the red zone, the numbers haven't been as good at running the ball. Things get a little more compacted in there. Has that been the issue there, and that there's something maybe else that needs to be proven as far as moving people around down there?
I think it's really just we just need to focus on getting the little things right, and once we get that, the big things will start to come into place. And that's kind of with everywhere on the field. Once we get the little things right, that's where we'll really start to succeed.
There's been a lot of promise in production with this offense, but there's also been moments where you guys have struggled. How do you put it all together to have a complete game against Northwestern?
Again, I'd say it's the little things. I mean, just small things that you don't think would mean that much, but there's so much little things that go into it that once you get all those little things corrected, big things start happening.
You were the first guy off the bench earlier this season too, like when there was sort of a brief. Was there through preseason camp, even though that first string seemed kind of set, was there sort of a competition to be like, I want to be at the top of that list to get that first ask?
Yeah, Coach Weiss is always harping on us about that next man mentality, that 6-man kind of like. So everyone needs to be, anybody in all 19 of us on the O-line need to be ready to step in if something happens. And Coach Weiss makes sure that everybody knows everything and that everybody can play every position. So.
You've been with Chop a couple of years now. Just what have you learned from him?
I mean, I've learned a lot from Chop. I mean, Chop was kind of my mentor last year. He played tackle, but I learned a lot from him, and I'm still learning a lot from him today. He's still helping me. Like when I stepped in versus Illinois, he was on the sideline coaching me, kind of working on my eyes. So Chop's he's got experience, and that's something I don't have, and so I can learn a lot. I've learned a lot from Chop, and so Chop is a big mentor for me.
What kind of a awakening was it coming to West Lafayette from Las Vegas? It's a different world. But this is probably a world you're more used to.
I can't remember who I was talking with, but my last day of classes in Vegas was like 96 degrees, and my first day of classes here felt like negative 20. So that's kind of, and you go from a big city to kind of a small town here, which this feels more like home in Kansas to me than Vegas did, but I love both of them. I love West Lafayette and I love Vegas. So.
Coach Odom and this staff kind of challenged the team a couple weeks ago after the Illinois loss. How have you seen this group respond to that?
I've really seen our leaders step up. Chop's become more vocal now that he's not on the field, or when he wasn't on the field, he's become more vocal, more of like a hands-on leader when he wasn't able to play. So we were in the film room on our iPads watching film. He was just teaching me little things that I needed to know before going into the game, like small details, like make sure my eyes are right, my hands are right, stuff like that. But the leaders have really stepped up now that we need to get going, and we can't keep waiting to finish. So.
When you guys O-line rewatched the film from Minnesota, and you guys watched the Malachi touchdown run again, how did that go over? Because that seemed like a sort of a perfect example of getting things walled off.
Yeah. So, yeah, we watched the Minnesota game. It was a good combo by Joey, me and Joey Tanona. So he gave me a good block, and I just had to finish. We both strained till we could see Malachi down towards the end zone. So it's really, that's what we do in practice, so we got to do it in the game. It's little things.
Do you notice the surrounding stadiums and things like that where you're used to playing in front of tens and thousands, and now you're going into a smaller stadium with 4,000 fans this week? Does that atmosphere kind of become part of the game, or do you just ignore it and block it out?
To be honest, once I get on that field, everything kind of goes numb. Like I don't really listen to. I can't hear obviously I can hear the stands, but like it's just we're in that zone. It's just me and the guy in front of me, and the two guys to my left and right. That's really all I focus on the field. The fans never really. It's just not in my vision. So I can't really tell the difference when you're out there.
The improvements in the run game last couple games, what does that do for the confidence of the offensive line?
It boosts it tremendously. We know that we can run the ball, and we've proven it to ourselves and other teams. It'll give our offense a lot of new tools that we can use in the game now that teams are scared of our run game too.